so it's cold. I actually had to turn off the ceiling fan and get the heater going. It's cold. Yeah, I mean... I don't know if I want to keep this live. We'll see if we can get any viewers on here. If not, I'll end it and I'll go to bed. Man, that light is. But appliance-wise, oh, I about fell over. Still got the Whirlpool, got the Maytag. I got a dryer outside. Turn on the light. It's like 20 degrees out here. Yeah, it's a General Electric. It's a gas one. I'm gonna scrap it and take the big blower motor out of it and build something out of that. Yep, good old Whirlpool Direct Drive. Yeah, these are arguably the best washing machines ever made. Yeah, I mean, you can't beat them. Where's all my regular viewers? There's nobody on here. Put it on spin, but it's in neutral drain right now because it was agitating. So to disengage the neutral drain, we'll just turn it off. Start it back up. Whoop, neutral drain's stuck. There it goes. Yeah. When the transmission gets real cold like it is, sometimes the neutral drain sticks. Let that transmission warm up, because it's freezing. It's cold outside. It's like 25 degrees right now. Where's all my regular viewers? There's nobody watching this. Usually I'd have like 4 or 5 people. Oh wow, it just jumped up to 6. What the? I don't understand. Okay, I don't understand YouTube's viewership counter on these lives. I just don't. Oh, yeah, and there's everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm good. There we go. Now we're talking. Now it's up to 13. I don't understand. But, I mean, at the end... So, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. It's like 25 degrees outside. Where do I live? I live in Alabama. I'm in Alabama. Let's change out this agitator. Alright, enough swilling around. Let's get this agitator out. You've been here. Yeah, it's a good state. Right. Ow. 23? What the? It went from 12 to 23 people. What the? What? Alright. Pop that out. Take this in. Stick that in there. I've never been to Texas. I would like to visit Texas someday. It seems like a cool place. Man, I'm freezing my nipples off in here. Probably, I'm definitely not wearing the right clothes for wintertime, but. Where's the fabric softener dispenser? What the? There it is. Right. And there we go. Now we have a dual action agitator. Oh, we're still in spin, so. There it goes. What up, one guy? How's it going? Yeah, for anybody just seeing my live stream for the first time, yeah, this is what I do. I mess around with appliances. Washers, dryers, got a dishwasher, microwave, got a couple garbage disposals. Yeah, I do. I'm not your average person. Yeah, I'm not. I am. I guess you can say I'm talented. Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely not your average YouTube live streamer. Tell you that. I mean, we got a big old garbage disposal right here. This thing can grind up I bet I could grind up a dinosaur with this. I could grind up a dinosaur with this thing. This is a monster disposal. It's made by Maytag. Alright, we'll keep this thing running. I'm just trying to keep the transmission a little warm. So whenever I do laundry next, the neutral drain kit doesn't stick. So by running it in the agitator and just running it, it'll warm up the grease inside. So we'll kick it into spin. We'll see. Oh, hey, the neutral drain didn't stick that time. Satisfying? Yeah, these old washing machines are definitely satisfying. They're really good quality machines. This one's 1995. It's older than I am. This machine's older than I am. I'm from 2002. This washing machine's just a little older than I am. But they don't make them like this anymore, sadly. Nowadays, if you buy a washing machine, it's all computerized. There's no dual action agitator on this. Got the crappy suspension on the hanging suspension rods. It's got a computer. Piles of garbage compared to these. Yeah, you can't fit as much in this one, but boy, does this one clean. This will clean better than that Maytag, and this thing will last twice, if not longer. That Maytag over there is from 2019, and neighbors were throwing it out because of a bad control board. I was able to fix it. I got it working, but I got this at a thrift store. I got this for $30 at a thrift store, and my gosh, is it the best machine I've ever owned. All right, let's. Run the agitator again. HD intensive is satisfied? Well, you have found the right person. Look, man, you found the right guy, because I do it all. Seriously, anything from washing machines to ceiling fans. You name it, I probably do it. I'm going to turn the ceiling fan off because it's a little too cold down here to be running this ceiling fan. Hey, thanks for subscribing, man. Yeah, I do. I post a lot of just random stuff, whether it be the trash compactor at my workplace or me putting a bunch of rotten bananas down my garbage disposal. I do it all. So we're in neutral drain. It's supposed to do this. Because the way this machine works, it has something called a clutch in it. This is a clutch. So what this does is it transfers the spinning power of the motor to the drum, and if it didn't neutral drain when it's full of water, if it started spinning when it's full of water, it's going to burn these clutch pads out real quick, and you'll have to go buy a new one of these. Because this clutch, if it burns out, it's not going to spin properly, so the neutral drain it disengages the tub after it's done agitating. It disengages that tub so it can drain the water down, and then it'll start back up, and then it'll start spinning again. But sometimes, when the transmission is real cold, the neutral drain sometimes sticks, and you have to stop and start the machine a couple times to get it to start spinning. A lot of times with these direct drives, the neutral drain kit just doesn't work, and as soon as the machine goes into the drain cycle, it starts spinning, and like I said, that'll burn out your clutch faster. So we'll put it on agitate. It's being satisfying. Yeah, I guess you could say this is satisfying to watch an old wash machine. So right now we're agitating. Alright, you gotta go. Have a good day. So we'll put it in spin. So we're in neutral drain. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the power off. And there it goes. It starts spinning up again. It starts spinning up. And that's how these machines are supposed to work. There's no lid lock, so I can run this thing with the lid open. Just don't stick your hands in here while it's spinning. That might not end too good for you. Here, I have an idea. Look, here we have a big rubber duck. We'll throw it. There it goes. Yeah, appliances, they can be, if you're going to start with appliances, start with these old school machines. If you're going to start off working on appliances, if you want to learn some stuff, start off with these old school machines, because like I said, these are very simple. You got a timer, it's got a transmission, you got the motor coupler. These are going to be a little more simple to diagnose than, say, something like this that has a computer board. Because this has a computer board, and there's a lot of things that can go wrong with these machines. Usually, the biggest problems that go wrong with this style machine is the shift actuator, or it's called. This is Whirlpool's VMAX design. So it's a direct drive style motor, not to be confused with that style direct drive motor. The biggest problems that I see is that I've seen on these are tub bushing, the bushings. On the tubs failing, and they go out of balance. Suspension rods get weak, computer board problems. Yeah, but these are decent machines. I'm not crazy about them compared to these. These things will last a long time if you take care of them, and parts are so readily available for these direct drive machines. I think the only thing that can really total out one of these machines is either if your frame rusts out or the timer, because if this timer does go bad, finding a new timer for these things can be kind of challenging. But if the metal frame rots out, really, it's totaled out, most likely. We'll flip it over. Look underneath it. So here's the underside of a Whirlpool-made direct drive unit. So the reason they're called direct drives is because your motor is directly coupled to your transmission. Let's turn this off before I get my fingers caught inside something. So this here is your motor coupler. That's the most common failure on these machines. If these things stop working, if it doesn't spin or agitate, but you can hear the motor running, that's probably broke. That is designed to break, because if you overload this tub, this is going to break before your transmission breaks. If your transmission breaks, if you have to order one of these from Whirlpool, it's like $200, but you can get them on eBay for like $150. So that is designed to break to protect that. There's your pump. Your pump is directly coupled to this half horsepower motor, and I'll tell you, that thing can move some water. That thing can drain this entire tub down within under 5 minutes. This thing will be completely drained. Here's your capacitor. I mean, this is as simple as it gets. A motor coupled to a transmission, washes, agitates, spins. This is as simple as it's going to get. There's no belts to break. It's a basic washing machine. Let me pick up my... Pick up everything. I mean, these machines are as simple as they're gonna get. Oh, I gotta turn on the power. Now we're in neutral drain. Now we're going to let it run, and we're going to let it do its full thing. I'm not going to stop it and restart it. We're going to let the timer go. So right now, it would be draining. So when it drains, it usually does this about 2.5 to 3 minutes, and then it's gonna stop. It might be 2.5 minutes. It's gonna stop for a second, and then it's gonna restart, and the neutral drain should disengage. No, it's not gonna burn out the motor. No, it doesn't use it doesn't rely on water to keep the motor cool. Nah, you don't have to worry about that on these types of machines, because when it's spinning, there's no water in it, and it's running. It still has a little water in the pump. There's always going to be a little water in the bottom of that pump, so we're not going to burn the pump out either. So, okay, it stopped. It's going to start back up, and there it goes. So it kicks into spin. But no, there's always a little water in that pump. I mean, I bet you if I pull this hose off right now, there's going to be residual water, and it's going to come spraying out. So there's still water in the pump. But now we're in spin. This one has a couple cycles. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5. think. It doesn't have that many. It's a single speed machine. It does have quite a bit of temperature selections. You got cold, medium, large, and X large. So it's got quite a bit of stuff. We're going to go ahead and stop it. I got different types of agitators. This is actually the original agitator that was in this machine when it was new, or I bought it. It's a Roper. It's teal. Pretty cool color. Here we have a KitchenAid Kenmore triple action. It's got a spring in it. This is spring loaded, so not only is it dual action, it's got a spring mechanism. I got quite a bit of stuff. I got a lot of stuff. But I'm probably gonna end this live stream. I'm gonna be probably going to bed here soon. Oh yeah, I know. These are so simple. This hunk of junk, we'll plug it in. Unplug. Alright. Plug it in. I got so much junk. I hope I don't trip the breaker. Turn off that space heater. So here we have a Maytag. This is from 2019. It's junk. But got a magnet in the lid switch. What we'll do is we'll do the service diagnostic mode too. If you're having problems and you need... Yeah, on boat motors, yeah, it's going to be a little different. But I'll show you on these direct drive pumps. So here's the inside of one of these direct drive pumps. Got that impeller. Now, if this thing was completely dry, yeah, you'd probably burn it out if you ran it for a long time completely dry. But there is always water in these pumps. Even if there doesn't seem water in the tub, there's water in that pump. Alright, so if you're having problems with this machine, this style, Maytag VMAX, Whirlpool design, here, so we'll hit 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Up, hang on. Whoops. Gotta make sure you hit them right. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So now you're in the service diagnostic mode. Now, if it has any codes, it will show up. Now, I don't have any codes. So now we're in the manual test mode. Yeah, now boat motors, I don't know anything about those. But yeah, if you run a boat motor dry, yeah, you'll burn out that pump because it's got to have water. So what we'll do is we'll hit this button. There we go. Trick the lid lock to think it's locked. Alright, and then we'll scroll to, I think 14's agitate. Let you see how this one agitates. Yeah, this is how this agitates. Yeah. See, it's not even a dual action. See, look. Because unlike that one, it has one. So this bottom piece moves back and forth, and this turns, and it pushes the clothes down in there. This doesn't. See, look, it's a corkscrew. So see how my hand's moving up and down? Your clothes will pretty much do the same thing. And it doesn't really use that much water. Yeah, these are junk. But Whirlpool, anything made by Whirlpool, Maytag's owned by Whirlpool. Maytag is not Maytag no more. So unplug that and make sure we plug our condensate drain pump back in. Even though I don't think we'll need our condensate pump, if the furnace is on. Unplug the space heater. But these machines, if you have one of these machines, keep it for as long as possible. These are the best machines that have ever been made. You can't beat a Whirlpool direct drive. It's just impossible to. Like, nothing beats these. Even the modern... Everybody says Speed Queen's the best. I'm not saying they're not the best. But the newer Speed Queens are not like what the older ones are. The newer Speed Queens, I've heard, are having more problems than the older machine. The older Speed Queens. Apparently, they're having a lot of seal issues. You rarely saw water seals go out on these direct drives. So just the way these are designed. I'm not saying they don't go bad. Yes, they do go bad. When they do go bad, when the seal on these machines go bad, not only do you have to change the seal, you got to change the clutch because the water will run down the transmission shaft onto the clutch, and your clutch will be no good if water gets on it because it'll slip and yeah. So, but these are a heck of a lot better than what's being put on the market today. Early 2000s Maytag, yeah, you're good. Yeah, that was probably made back when Maytag was made by Maytag. Or, yeah, back then Maytag was their own company. Then back in 2006, Whirlpool bought Maytag. Now, when Whirlpool bought Maytag, they were making Maytag machines like this with the direct drive design because Whirlpool was still producing these direct drives. But Whirlpool stopped production of the direct drive, I think, in 2013, which is Whirlpool's biggest screw up. Whirlpool should never have discontinued these machines, but here's the reason. This is why all appliances are like this today. It's called planned obsolescence. There was a movie in 1987 called The Brave Little Toaster. That movie touched on planned obsolescence. Companies design machines to fail after a certain period of time, so you have to buy a new one. See, this says 10-year warranty. Look. Zoom in. Come on. Drive motor, wash basket. That wash basket, that's not really going to go bad. No, what will go bad is this control board. The control board will go bad. The lid lock will probably fail. Your suspension rods, let's lift it up. Yeah, you got 4 suspension rods that hold this tub up. And your computer board, that's like $400 part from Whirlpool. So, planned obsolescence. They design these machines to fail earlier than they should, so they can sell more machines. Same thing with light bulbs. You know how these new LED light bulbs, they say, would last forever, last 20 years? They can design an LED that will can last 20 years. But here's the reason they don't. Because they want you to buy more light bulbs. The biggest failure of LEDs, anything LED, these are LED light bulbs. I like them. I like the colors you can get with them. Compared to the incandescents, the incandescents really just one main color, and incandescents put out a lot of heat. The failure of LEDs, the reason they fail is the LED driver. The little LED diode assemblies that are up inside that bulb, those can last for a long time. It's the thing that controls the LEDs, because the little diodes run on like 1.6 volts or something very low. And you got 120 volts coming into the socket. So there's a circuit inside the bulb that steps that 120 volts down to a safe current for the little LEDs to handle. Incandescent bulbs. They can make, I don't know if you guys have ever heard this, but there were companies actually had to make incandescent bulbs last shorter, so people would buy their bulbs. And then they can make an incandescent bulb that could last 10, 15, 20 years, but no, they want people to buy more light bulbs. That's the same thing with everything these days, whether it be your light bulbs, your washing machines, your toilets. I mean, everything. Back in the day, things lasted forever. Just look at cars. Oh my goodness. Now, back in the day, you could get a Toyota, like a Toyota, and it could last you 400, 500, 600,000 miles. Nowadays, you get a new car, whether it be a Toyota, a Jeep, or any of them, and you're lucky to get 100,000 miles. You know what? You're not even gonna get 100,000 miles out of any of these new Jeep products. Oh my goodness. These new Jeeps, they are failing at 50. I've seen them fail from 50 to 60,000 miles You got General Motors, GM products with their 6.2 L87 engine. The engines are blowing up at 4,000 miles. Yeah, everything and nothing is built like it used to be. Whether that be a washing machine or a car or a light bulb, it's sad. I mean, I'll show you something. That dryer, my neighbor had it. This dryer is from 2015. It's a gas dryer. It needs a new gas control valve, and that's like $200. I don't have a gas hookup, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to scrap it. I'm going to take the blower assembly out. I'm going to build something out of the blower. It's got a decently strong motor in it, and I can make a shop fan to keep around here. But yeah, planned obsolescence. They taught that in the Brave Little Toaster back in the 80s. Yeah. Yeah, if you've never seen the Brave Little Toaster, it's a really good movie. All right, I'm going to end this. I'm done ranting about just everything. I mean, I think this has been a pretty good stream. All right, peace out, guys. All right, let's see. How do I end